What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys a bought it but did I keep it or return it. I have a lot of items here, so I just have two disclaimers. One, I literally just got back from the dentist, so if you're looking at my mouth and it looks a little sideways, that's why this whole half of my mouth is numb. Probably throughout this video you will see that it'll go away because I'm already starting to feel some of my mouth, but I wanted to get that out the way. And two, outside you're not going to get very much natural lighting, so I do have my fan light on. This is around the time that hurricane is coming through my area, so yeah, this is the only day that I could record, and I really needed to get some things recorded for this upcoming week, so please bear with me. Now, what is on my face? I really only have three main items. My cheek products are all from my pre-made face palette, so that will all be down below. My liquid lipstick is from Bellegant Cosmetics. It is Cedar Sangria. It's a really nice yellowy brown, so I thought that would bring out the yellow on my eyes. And the yellow is from this Essence of Earth Zachary of the Sea quad. My quad did come damaged. These two shadows came damaged, so I had to repress them. And this is now the second time I've worn them. Both times I've worn them for a long amount of time, so I'm almost ready to review that palette. It'll probably be coming up in my next group of palette reviews. Next, I have this Essence of the Earth Zachary of the Sea highlight and pigment Coral Cove. This was given to me for free because I pre-ordered this palette, and that's what's in my inner corner of my eye, or my tear duct right now. And then last but not least, I am wearing this god-awful expensive bronzer. This is the Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer in 09. I am wearing it today. This is the first time I've worn it, so I'm not going to kind of tell you guys how I feel about it, but just look for it in one of my bronzer hunts. So yeah, enough with the disclaimer, not even disclaimers, enough with the chat, and let's get into this. So like I said, this is a full thing. I have been hauling, so these are all the items that I purchased or showed you guys in my recent haul, which I will link up above, and then just some things that I have been getting randomly thrown in here as well. So this is a lot. I tried to group them together, so all of my highlighters together, all the blushes are together, etc, etc. I will be breezing past the palettes at the very end because I will be recording right after this a palette roundup. So yeah, okay, for real, let's get into it. First, I got this Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive highlighter. I was looking online, and this seemed to be one of the darker highlighters that they had. Well, I was wrong. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch. I'm gonna try and swatch as much as I can. This is the highlighter on my finger, and this is the highlighter. It is definitely icy on my complexion. Don't get me wrong, I have worn this highlighter, but it's definitely not as dark as I was expecting, and I think this will work better on medium to light skin tones. More medium than light, but still, it'll work better on lighter skin tones than mine. I got another Ofra highlighter. I don't know, it must be buried in here. Oh, it's in my hand. The second Ofra highlighter that I got after that one, and by the way, I got this one on HauteLook for a discount. I decided to get this one on a discount as well, and this is one of the Nikkie Tutorials collab highlighters, and this is Beam the Haters. So there it is, sorry, on my middle finger right there. And this is what I was expecting Rodeo Drive to be on my complexion. I absolutely love this highlighter. Both of these highlighters are extremely pigmented. I mean, you don't need much, and it's insane. I do like this new packaging, I'm not gonna lie, although the only thing I don't like about it is that it's white, so it has already gotten dirty. And I haven't used, I mean, I've used the highlighter, but I haven't used it like an obscene amount of times for it to already be dirty. But yeah, this is a really good bronzy gold highlighter. I really do like it. Next, I got the Dreamsicle Becca highlighter. I got this in my Sephora appreciation sale haul, and here it is on my finger. There it is swatched. It definitely does have an orange undertone, but I was expecting to be a lot more orange in nature. It's definitely, in my opinion, it has more champagne-y pigment with the orange undertone. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of like in between these two, but more orangey. So I like this highlighter. This actually made me like Becca highlighters more than the one that I got previously, because before that I didn't really like them. So now I might be getting a couple more Becca highlighters, but in due time, in due time. Next, the other Becca highlighter that I had is this one. It's a mini, no, this is a blush. Drop. I don't know where it is. We're just gonna skip past that. Next, I got this Colored Rain highlighter. It's called Your Treat. I got this in my Target haul a while ago. I think I got this in like July. No, the very end of July, so the beginning of August. And here it is. It's a really nice deep bronze, and I love this highlighter. It is beautiful. It's very soft, creamy, and pigmented. You can tell it's still, it gives the Ofra and the Becca Cosmetics a run for their money. I really do like that highlighter, or this highlighter. Next, I got two of the Pixi by Petra highlighters. This one is in Subtle Sunrise, and this one is in Delicate Dew. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch both of them. By now, my Pixi review should be up. Here is the two from the Subtle Sunrise, and there they are above my watch. I definitely think that this one works on my complexion. This one is a little icy, so this one could be like a spotlight highlighter, and this one could be like the main highlighter on my face. But like I was saying, I will have my Pixi skincare review up by now, and that will be, of course, linked in the cards. This one is Delicate Dew, and I'm gonna have this one under my watch. And there you go, that's Delicate Dew. I definitely think that this one will work better on one of my best friends, so I think I'm gonna give this one to her. But yeah, this is those two. And actually, I think I'm gonna take off my watch, because that's valuable real estate that it's taking up right. Good Lord. Next, I got this Smashbox and Vlada Petal Metal highlighter, and this one's in Rosemantic. Oh, I didn't tell you guys how I like these. I like these. These are definitely creamy, definitely opaque, definitely very reflective. But like I said, this Subtle Sunrise is definitely not as good on my complexion as the Delicate Dew, which is up here. So yeah. Okay, so for the Rosemantic highlighter by Vlada, I don't know why a lot of people didn't like these highlighters. I like them. This is it swatched on my finger, and there it is on my complexion. I think this is a beautiful highlighter. I think it is definitely opaque. I think it can be natural if you don't really dig into the brush, but this one, it depends on the brush that you use. I use the Sigma, F03 with this with this highlighter, because it's a little bit firmer, so it can really just pick up the product. If you use a lighter highlighting brush, you're not gonna like the highlighter, but I really do like it. I like the color. You do see a little bit of glitter from this highlighter, but it's not like a lot. Like, it's not like the a couple highlighters that I will be talking about later. So yeah, I really do like that highlighter, and I think once again it gives all of these highlighters a run for their money. Next, I apparently went crazy and got another high-end highlighter, and this is a NARS highlighter in Maldives. This is extremely soft, like extremely soft, and I'm just gonna swatch it right there, and that's it. Let me give it another swatch. I don't know, it might just be my nails, but there it is right there. I think that this one is definitely better for people who don't want texture to show. This one does not show any texture because it's such a soft highlighter, and I don't think it's definitely buildable, but it's definitely not as completely blinding as all of these other ones. This one is definitely one that you would have to build up, but I like that. I think that this is a beautiful highlighter, and like, let's say somebody older than me, because I am in my 20s, so anybody that's older than me that wants a highlighter that doesn't want to show any texture, I would recommend this highlighter. Okay. Next, I got another highlighter from Target when I did that haul, and this one is from Makeup Geek, and this one is in Sunlight. This is a beautiful, like, bronzy highlighter. There it is down there. I really think that this is a beautiful highlighter. Once again, it gives all of these other highlighters a run for this money. Not as opaque and as pigmented overall as the Ofra, but definitely around the Becca Colored Rain type highlighters. So I really do like this one, and it's definitely more pigmented than the NARS, and I don't think that this shows any texture. I honestly don't think a lot of these highlighters show any texture, but then again, I don't have very much texture, so I might not be the best person to come to when it comes to that. Okay, I told you guys I have a lot. Okay, next I'm just gonna go in with these glow kits that I got. This is the Dream Glow Kit, and I have dug into these two highlighters right here. I haven't gotten to the other four, but I plan to. I think this is a beautiful glow kit. It definitely does have glitter in it, so that's something, if you're not interested in, do not pick this one up. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch one that I haven't tried. I'm gonna swatch two, actually. I'm gonna swatch Sunshine and Wish. And these are not extremely creamy because they do have that glitter in them. I think it makes it feel a little bit rougher, but I mean, it still goes on the skin beautifully. And that's these two right here. This one is Wish and this one is Sunshine. So I like them. Like I said, they definitely do have a little bit of a glitter on them, but yeah, I like this palette for what it is. Okay, next glow kit, I have two more glow kits. The next one is the Sun Dipped one. I got this from, I want to say, Poshmark. I actually bought it from two different people. So from one person I got these three highlighters, and then from the other person I got this one. I like this glow kit. I like it. It is definitely smooth, creamy, and there is no glitter in this one. And that is the darkest shade, and that one's called Bronzed. So I really do like this glow kit, and I hope you guys can see the swatches. All right, and then the last glow kit that I got is the Aurora glow kit. I got this one from TJ Maxx. So the only one that I paid full price for was the Dream Glow kit, and this one I hit these three highlighters. Love those three. I actually want to touch this green one, and it's called Helio. So I got that on my middle finger. Pull down the sweatshirt. Oh my god, that's beautiful. And that's Helio right there. So the difference between the Aurora and the Dream, one, the Aurora, it doesn't have glitter. It has shimmer, in my opinion, in the highlighter, but also the Aurora has a more of a base color. The Dream is not necessarily the color that it is in the pan. The Dream is definitely more pinky highlighters all around. This one is definitely like, it's going to be that green highlighter. You see what I'm saying? So I am actually glad that I ended up getting both of them because there is a difference in my opinion. Okay, so I found that second Becca highlighter that I was talking about, and it is this one. It's the mini I got in a set, and it is called Rose Gold. Here it is. It's mini, as the name suggests. And in my opinion, this one just isn't, it's okay, but it's not worth the hype. You know what I mean? It definitely, in my opinion, goes along with that NARS one right here. They definitely have the same pigmentation, blindability. We're gonna make that a word today. So those two highlighters, I would say, are on the same level, but I do like this highlighter in, like, on the occasions that I don't want a beaming highlighter. Like today, I definitely took the time to blend in the highlighter. I would use a highlighter like that. Okay, I think we're winding down on my highlighters. We're winding down. Okay, the next one, if you follow me on my Instagram, you saw this in a comparison post. I had this one in the Sun Dipped Anastasia Glow Kit. These basically dupe out the ABH Sun Dipped Glow Kit. So if you're interested, this is the Essence Glow to Go palette in Sun Kissed Glow. It's a beautiful palette. It's soft and it works. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not completely as blinding, and the feeling of the highlighters aren't the same, but it still definitely works and I like it. So this is the 3 shadows down there, or the highlighters down there. Okay, I am going to clean off my arm. All right, so we can start anew. We're almost done with the highlighters. Okay, next I got this Master Chrome metallic highlighter in Molten Topaz. This one I was expecting to have a lot more of a green undertone, and it doesn't. Maybe I don't know the meaning of topaz, but I was definitely expecting more green, and to me it's just a bronzy gold highlighter, which I'm not mad about. I was just expecting a green undertone, more of a duochrome type highlighter. But I do like this highlighter, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Next I got this, oh, and there's no chunkiness. Like I said, all of these in my opinion none of these highlighters in my opinion really show texture. So yeah, let me just put a blanket statement on that. Next, this Milani highlighter palette. This is the Holographic Beams highlighter palette. I really like this palette. I think that if you're interested in colorful highlighters and you don't want to spend the money on an ABH highlighter, regardless of where you get it, I think this highlighter palette really does nice. This is definitely a really nice orangey highlighter. I think it's comparable to the Dreamsicle highlighter, but these two are also beautiful as well. I'm going to do the Dreamsicle comparable one because I really like orangey highlights. And look at that. That is just insane. Insane. And even this, in my opinion, is a little bit more metallic than the Master Chrome Topaz highlighter. So yeah, I really like this one, and this one feels smoother than the Master Chrome, by the way. Okay, all right, 3 more highlighters. 3 more highlighters. Okay, next I have the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked highlighter, and this one is in the shade Rose Gold Lights. I had just heard a bunch about this formula and I really wanted to test it out for myself. This is not a soft formula at all. It is definitely firmly pressed because of the pattern, and it's on my middle finger. Here it is. I think this one, it's okay. It's not the best highlighter. It's not the worst. I would say I think it has a little bit of maybe shimmer. I wouldn't say glitter, but definitely shimmers in there. So if you don't like that, I would not recommend this palette or this formula just based on this color. But it is beautiful. Like I said, I would recommend that Milani one. Out of these 3, I would recommend that one highest. Okay, 2 more. Let's do the one that people probably aren't going to want to hear about. This is the Kat Von D eyeshadow in Thrasher. I picked this up in the intention of using this as a highlighter, and this gave me what I wanted the Maybelline Molten Topaz to have. This is like a gold bronzy highlighter with the green undertone, and that's what I wanted. So I'm happy to have this. I know a lot of people are not on the Kat Von D train right now. I think I did a get ready with me talking about her and how I felt about her. Basically, I said that I was not going to purchase from her for the rest of the year. I did purchase this obviously this year after I made that video. Honestly, I kind of forgot. Kat Von D was my favorite brand before this, so yeah. Anyways, next I got this Sephora Spice Market blush palette, and this I got in my appreciation sale as well. I really like this palette. Now this, another YouTuber uses this as a bronzer. Yeah, no. And then I've used every other color except for this icy white. I really have no need to use that except for if I want an inner corner highlight. This blush right here definitely is like more of a satinish blush. It does have some shimmer in it, but you can't really see. It's like, yeah, I would say it's more of a satin. And then the other three are definitely highlighters. I like all of these. And I will just go ahead and swatch the satin blush and then of course the orange highlighter. So that's these two on my hands. Okay, so there it is right there. That is the highlighter and that's the satin blush. When you put it on your face, you might see some shimmer, but in my opinion it just makes your face look lively like a satin. So I wouldn't consider that a glittery blush, but I really do like this palette. I'm glad I finally purchased it. And in the event that for some reason I'm traveling and I forget a face setting powder, I definitely think that I can use that powder to set my face. So yeah, I am happy with this palette. Okay, we are done with the highlighters. Okay, next, let's give it a little break and I'm gonna go into the lip products and then I will go back into some face products. So next I got this Marc Jacobs lipstick in Editrix. I got this from TJ Maxx. This is it on right there, and I guess I can swatch this as well. Alright y'all, so my camera turned off because my battery was KO. So I'm just gonna kind of restart where I kind of left off talking about this Marc Jacobs lipstick. I will go ahead and swatch it again. Now this lipstick I would consider, like I was trying to say before, a satin. It definitely is a creamy lipstick. And it does have a sheen when you put it on your lips, but like every other satin, after a couple hours it definitely does wear off the satin and it just becomes more of a matte. So yeah. Next I got another lipstick, or I got a lipstick from Target, and it's from the Lip Bar and it's in Cosmo. Now my problem with this lipstick is only one thing. You see how bright, hopefully you guys can see how bright of an orange that label is, and then when I put it on, it was definitely a red. So I was highly perplexed as to what was going on there. But either way, I like this formula. It definitely does wear a good amount of time, and yeah, it's a good formula. Trying to grab everything. I'll leave the liquid lipstick for last. Next I have a MAC lipstick. It's D for Danger. This is the one that I got when I went to MAC with my mom, and there it is. It actually looks a little purple compared to the Lip Bar red, and there it goes right there. I like MAC lipsticks, never had a problem with it. And then another MAC lipstick is in Chili. I got this with an Ulta order because MAC is in Ulta, and of course I wanted some points. And there you go, you can see the real range of reds that you can get literally right there, because D for Danger is an actual red. So that is very interesting. Next I got another ABH lipstick in Dusty Mauve. I got this from TJ Maxx, and you guys know I love me a purple lip. So I got this, and this is a beautiful mauve. beautiful. So I really like this color as well, and I like this formula. I know some people think this formula is too drying. I think it works perfectly fine, but then again, I'm so used to liquid lipsticks that a lipstick is always going to be moisturizing for me. The last lipstick I got, yep, you guessed it, it's a KKW Beauty lipstick, and this one's in Peach 3. I got this one because of ooh, I just dug into it. That's brilliant. Because of Alyssa Ashley. She did a review and it was like so bright, so rich on her complexion, and typical me, not thinking about the fact that I'm 10 shades darker than Alyssa Ashley, that this lipstick is not going to apply the same. So this is the lipstick. It's a decent formula. It's more of a satin in my opinion, and that's the shade right there. I like it without a lip liner. I like it with a lip liner, no problem. Don't get me wrong, I'm not rushing to get another one of the lipsticks, but if another color reaches my fancy, I might get it. I'm starting to calm down with the whole, I hate this makeup brand, I hate this one. I'm trying to get into the mindset of, it's just makeup. I'm here for fun. Keep it pushing. Then the next, I got like 6 of these, and this is the Bellegant liquid lipsticks. I got all of their matte formula. This is the only one that I pulled out just to show you guys, and this of course is a purple, and this one is in That's My Jam. And that's it right there. I've worn this liquid lipstick. I've worn now 3. I'm wearing another one right now, so 4. I've worn 4 of their liquid lipsticks, and the formula is nice. It's very thin. I would say it's comparable thin wise to Kat Von D's liquid lipstick formula. It's very comfortable, not drying regardless of how long it lasts on or wears on my lips. So I really do like this formula, and I'm gonna rub it off before it stays on my arm. So those are all of the lip products that I have purchased since in my last couple of hauls. Now let's go back to face products, and we're going to talk about blush because I got quite a few blushes. All right, so the first one I got is from the Sephora brand, and it is one of their new blushes, and it's called Fascinated. This is in the line where they don't specifically say what you're supposed to put it on for. Like, they don't say this is a blush, they just say it's a face color. And I thought this would be a really nice bright orange, and depending on the brush it can be. So that's why I kept it, because I was going to return this. But I do like it. I like the formula. It lasts a decent length of time. It's not the most long lasting blush I have in my collection, but it's not bad. So there that is. Next I have 2 LA Girl blushes. I got these from Ulta. This one is in Rubor. No, just kidding, Just Dance. And this one is in Just Fearless. So let me just open them up and then I can swatch them. Like everybody said, this one is in Just Dance. Oh my God, these nails. These blushes are insanely pigmented, and I like that because I find that it's harder to get things to actually show up on my complexion. So that's Just Dance and that's Just Fearless. They last a really long time. They're blendable. I would highly recommend these blushes. If you are in the market for a blush and you find a color in this range that you like, I would recommend this range. I would really like to see them come out with some more satin or shimmery blushes. I think that would be really nice. Then I got 2 of the ABH blush trios. I got both of these from TJ Maxx. I'm hoping to get the orange one, but if not, I'm okay. I'm okay, because I didn't want to purchase it in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. So the top one is in Pool Party and the bottom one is in Pink Passion. They're pretty similar. I'm not even gonna hold you up, especially these 2 right there. They're very similar. But I like this one. I like all the shades. The only weird funky thing is that in this Pool Party one, this middle shade has shimmer, so I'm not the biggest fan on that. just because of the formulation. And this is the two blushes right there. I know there's terrible swatches. I can't really get my fingers in the pan, but these are not very pigmented. They're pigmented blushes, and they do last a really good time on my combination skin. So yeah, I got these, I want to say one for $9.99 and the other one for $10.99. I guess they realized how popular those blushes are and they decided to get some more money out of us. Let's move that. Okay, next I got this True Match blush in Cool Freud. I really like this blush. It definitely was not what I was expecting. I was hoping that this was going to be a mauve, but it's not. It's like a light pink, but it works for my complexion, so I like it, and it does last a really good time on my complexion. Next I got this L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush. This has a smell. It's like a really nice peachy smell, really nice, but you can definitely tell it's artificial. It's like one of those artificial peachy smells, typical. Here it is on my finger, and there it is. It has a nice sheen to the skin. And I will say it does work nice for my complexion. I will say I do have to build it up, and I don't like the packaging. Nobody needs this stupid mirror at the bottom, and I think it had a compact, but I think somebody might have taken it. I don't know. I know I didn't take it, but yeah, I would have preferred this to be a little bit thinner for packaging, but it's a really nice blush, decent smell, yeah. And just to compare that, this is the Sephora brand, and this is that one. So you can see I like all color blushes. I'm not even gonna say I have a preference because I really don't. Next I got this Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush in But First Coffee. I think I got this at TJ Maxx because I'm pretty sure I did not want to spend full price on this one, not at all. And this is like a burgundy-ish blush, and there it is right there. It's a beautiful blush. I like Bare Minerals. I'm starting to get more products from them. I'm aiming to get a eyeshadow palette from them, but you know, I'm cheap on like the cheapest things, and I splurge on it's a whole thing with me, a whole thing. Okay, running down low on the blushes. I think I only have 3 more blushes left. I got this Tutti Frutti blush from Too Faced, and this is the Cherry Bomb. Yeah, this is the Cherry Bomb. I like this blush. I do. I think this is really good and unique for my collection. I don't have many duo blushes, although that is changing because a lot of brands are coming out with duos. The blush is on this finger, and the more highlighty is on this finger. Now, when it comes to this product, out of this whole range, I don't think that I can put these together. I think it's a little too much. I do like a shimmery blush, but I think it's a little too much. This is the blush, and this is the highlighter. I like this highlighter. It's beautiful on my complexion, and the blush is beautiful on my complexion. So I think this duo was perfect for me. I think if you like these duos and you want another one, you could also get the Pomegranate one, which is the dark purple one. I just didn't feel the need to get it because I have so many purpley blushes, but you know, if that goes on sale, you betcha I will get it. So I do like that, and that's the only thing that I got from that collection. I was good. I ended up not getting anything else, and I'm happy about that. Okay, next I got a luminous blush from Becca, and this is in Snapdragon. If I can open it, I will swatch it. There you go. So this is it. It's a really nice luminous red, as the name suggests, and I don't think it shows up really red on my complexion. I think it shows up more rosy than red, but it's still beautiful, and I still like it as a blush. And yeah, I like it. If I want my skin to overall just look a little bit more satiny, not as much flat, I will reach for a luminous blush, and now I have a good amount of those. And then I think my last blush that I have is this Juvia's Place blush, and this is in Bella. This is the darker of the 2 blushes that they released in their Afrique collection, and this is it on my finger. and this is it swatched on my hand. I love this blush. It's so pigmented, so blendable. It's just beautiful. I love their face palette, and their face palette is the reason that I got into highlighters to begin with. So I love Juvia's Place. I will continue to purchase them. It's done. And they're coming out with some foundations, child. Yes. Okay, next let's finish up the face products. So I'm gonna go into bronzers, face setting powders, and then I will breeze through the rest because the rest are just palettes, and those will be a review that will be coming up probably after this video, and I will be recording it after this video. So the first bronzer I want to talk about is this one that I got from Makeup Geek, and it's called Burnished. This is supposed to be for deep complexions, and as you can see, I have definitely put some wear on this product. The pattern is starting to get a little dusty. This is it on my complexion. You can see it on my complexion, but it's not like outright pam. I like it. Out of all of these bronzers, I would say this is one of my favorite, and the ones that I do tend to reach to because I know what it's going to do on my face. You know what I mean? It's not going to be too much, it's not going to be too little. It's just right. I think this is turning into one of my go-to bronzers. And yeah, it was a good buy. Next, I got this one from Becca, and this is the Maui Nights. This is the bronzer that everybody was scared of when they saw it in pan, and then when they put it on their face, darker people of course, they would say, oh, this is like perfect, this is my #1 bronzer. And I don't know, I genuinely don't know. I have worn it a couple of times, and this is it swatched on my hand. You can see it definitely is a lot warmer than my complexion, but even putting it on my face, I don't see that warmness. I don't know if it's the brushes that I'm using. I have used multiple brushes with this product, so I still want to keep working with it. I'm not going to return it. I think I am going to like it. I just need to figure out how to use it best for my complexion and for what I want. 2 more bronzers. The other one I did a bronzer hunt on, and this is Cacao. This is a Becca multitasking powder, and this one, out of all of the bronzers that I'm going to show you, you can definitely tell where I put this on my face. There it is right there. It's definitely deep. It's definitely cool tone. I'd say cool to neutral, and I like it. I like it on my face. I know that when I go for this, because I want a real bronze look, I'm going to get it with this this multitasking powder. And this, I think, is comparable to my Divina Cosmetics, I can't think of the name, but my Divina Cosmetics bronzer. It's comparable to that bronzer. So yeah, I like that one. And then last but not least, I purchased some other things from Bare Minerals, and this was one of them. And this is the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze Dark to Deep. Now, I don't think, this doesn't bronze me. This might bronze a lighter, darker person, but no, this does not bronze me. This is basically a finishing powder, but I don't mind it. It definitely is a different type of finishing powder than I have, so that's what I'm going to use this for. But this definitely does not bronze, not a lick of my skin, not a lick. So that is that. Drat, I don't have any of my foundations. Let me finish and then I can get my foundations. So I also got this Everhue Beauty Set Me setting powder. I like this. I got this from Target. This was another, like, I guess indie brand that Target decided to pick up. It is a rougher powder, if you will. Once you disturb it, it does kick up, and that's it on my complexion. It definitely does blend into my complexion. I used this to set my whole face, and I like it. I like it, and I would recommend it if you were interested in a setting powder. And last, I got this Essence, well, not last for fading face stuff. I got this Essence Brighten Up Peach Powder, and this I got because Liv Loves Her Makeup raves about the whiter version, and I wanted to get this to see if I like this. I do. I like it. I don't know if I would consider this to really brighten up my under eyes, because that's what I use it for, but I like it. I like it to set my under eyes, and you can never have too many compacts to set your face and your under eyes, in my opinion. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my foundations that I have purchased recently, because I did not put them in here, and then I will breeze through those because I have done a bunch of foundation reviews, and then I will breeze through my palettes. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is my container that I host all of my foundations. I got a bunch of foundations. Like I said, I'm just go straight through them. This is my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in Cocoa. I love this. This is a perfect match for me right now. I mean, perfect. If I put it on one half and didn't put it on the other half, you would not notice. Maybe just the fact that some of my imperfections are covered up. I mean, I love that foundation. Next, I got some samples, and I just want to talk about one because I really like this one. This is the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation in 6'9". This is basically a perfect match as well. I really like this foundation. I am going to purchase the full size. That's how much I like this foundation. So I'm really happy that I have that. And this matches me now in my summer spring time. So I'm interested to see what my winter shade would be if I ended up getting a winter shade. Next, I had my Hue Noir foundation. I've done a review on this, so I will link that up in the cards and below. I also did a review on this Hailey's foundation, which will be linked up in the cards and below. I got this BH Cosmetics liquid foundation. This does not match me currently, so I'm waiting to see if it'll match me in the, no, this matches me. I like it. It's okay. It's not like my #1 holy grail, but it's nice. It's a nice foundation. This is the one, the Sephora Deep. It doesn't completely match me, so I think this will match me in my winter shade, and I like the foundation, so that's why I did not return it. I also got, good Lord, I also got this Smashbox Studio Skin Finish foundation, and I got this in 4.3. I somehow was able to match myself. I think this is a pretty good match. I like this foundation. It's really nice and hydrating, and I think that helps to combat my oils throughout the day. So I do like this foundation. And last but not least, I got this Bare Minerals Matte Powder Foundation in Deep 30. I like this foundation. It's slightly too deep for me, slightly, but that's right now. I think in the peak of the summer, this would work for me. So I do like this foundation. So yeah, if any of those foundations that I have not reviewed, if you're interested in having me review them, just let me know down below. I am fair game to do it. Now let's breeze through these palettes. Like I said, I will be reviewing these literally the next video that you see after this. You should be seeing this review. So I got the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette, and this is it. It is mini as it suggests. I got 3 of these. Can we not? I got 3 of these Nicka K quads, and yeah, they were $3.99. I will be, of course, reviewing them, so keep it pushing. I got these 4. I got the other 3 of the mini palettes. I had already had the Beauty Rust palette. These I actually have already uploaded my tutorial using all 4 of these, and I will of course be reviewing them soon. I got this Dose of Color I Love Sahadi palette, and this is what it looks like on the inside. I will be reviewing this, although I know this is like old news at this point. I got the Juvia's Place Afrique collection or eyeshadow palette, and I will be reviewing this one soon as well. I got 2 of the Smashbox Cover Shot palettes. I got this one, which is Pinks and Palms. And then I got this one, which is, good Lord, what is this? Prism. 2 more products and then we are all done. I made a purchase at Makeup Forever because they were having a sale. And so I got these 1, 2, 3 rows of shadows. These 6 I had already had before. So we're just gonna put that to the side. And then last but not least, as you guys already know, I got the Revolution and Emily Noel The Want palette. So that is my must-have and must-gag. Like I said, all of the other reviews are kind of final. I will be reviewing these eyeshadow palettes soon. If you want any foundations that I have not reviewed, just let me know. And yeah, let me know if you guys made it to the end. Put like an anchor down below if you made it to the end. I'm just curious to see. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. It has been real, y'all. Peace.